What up, guys? How you guys doing? Trying to set up other platforms, early Merry Christmas for everybody that's out there. Just got off work. How's your morning going? How's already starting for you guys? Took a couple of days off social media to sleep, to hibernate. I'm only one person. I'm hella exhausted. So once again, the intent, quote unquote, is to only do 2-hour live sessions. That's it. No more than that. 3 hours pushing, but in reality, respectfully, I'm gonna try and do 2 hours. I do enough as it is. I do one-on-ones. I like rage just. That's all I focus on. It's about life. So sorry, I'm trying to set them other platforms wise, but and I got my ink therapy, my tattoos to call out the universe in a positive manner. So it's crazy. Look where I'm from. I'm considered crazy, right? But lately, once again, we're going to 7-Eleven. At nighttime, people did their conversations as with my tattoo, which is pretty cool. It's like, oh shit, they're actually asking me questions, real questions. That's why once again, I got my ink therapy for a reason to get your attention. Love it or hate it, you got to see my face, you got to see my tattoos. You deny it, I'm just gonna hurt my feelings. But my model to the universe, which I'm gonna tattoo my body. All it takes is a comment, question, to spark a conversation. Go from nobody to somebody to a friendship to partnership. All because you asked the question, comment to spark the conversation. See? Very simple. But I get you have introverts that they don't want to ask questions, or they're judgmental. It hurt my feelings. The cool thing is when you're working yourself, you don't care about that stuff at all. Like I showed learn to the universe. Trust me, I was younger. You guys struggling trying to figure this shit out. Looking at people's wrong. Like, no, open your mouth. That's a question. That's how you gotta do, man. Deadass. And that's why the crown of thorns from Jesus. I decided to crucify myself, my tattoos, because this is how I get your attention. Petty, simple words, a map to life, black and white. That's why next month I'm gonna dye my hair black and white, because that's the way I think. That's the way I function. Life is pathetically easy with the cherry top. Fucking easy, I promise you that. The reason why life became hard, I was telling a customer last night, and they're like 23, 24 years old, and I go, thanks for asking me a question about my tattoos, and we struggle with life. Everyone's got child trauma. If that's not true, if your parents can't teach you, whoever your caregiver is, empathy, narcissist, right? Deflection, projection, gaslighting, trauma bonds, reactive abuse, there it is. Generous cycle. Your parents are blue pillars, your grandparents are blue pillars. We're not taught this shit. They can think about God. Nothing wrong with God, Allah, Buddha. Religion is beautiful. Nothing wrong with the concept. It's a good thing. I'm always a Catholic, but with that said, like I tell people that as a forewarning, nothing is wrong with religion. But the kicker is, if you solely rely on religion, right, I can destroy the fuck out of you. Why do you think the nice get nicer always in the blast? You're way too empathetic. I believe in God, Allah, Buddha. I'm a nice person. And from there, wise, you don't believe these boys and the narcissists, the boy that fucking gas and manipulate to the fullest. And I for the universe, just because I go to church, talk about God, read the Bible, doesn't make me a good person at all. You know that, right? I can go, sermons with you, in the missions with you, read the Bible door to door, but I am waiting for what? TOC sex intercourse. That's it. When I get the skins and I get up and leave, peace, gotta go. One for the books. Who do you blame? God? Losing for my tattoo on my neck? No, you. It's you. Not knowing, but that's why you be observant. If you don't stay observant, you're always gonna fall in your face. And do what I did. Be mad at God and question God. Like, I read the Bible, all this stuff, and I got fucked every which way. How and why? Because once again, religion's half-life, whatever religion is. The other part is the spiritual world. Everybody in the fucking universe has narcissistic trait. The bad side you hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power. I'm gonna tattoo my hair says, evil, right? So I'm gonna tattoo, envy and jealousy. Everyone got that shit. Now they attempt to control it. You don't have to go fucking get diagnosed. The fuck? I got 8 kids. I watch them, especially the boys. I always at each other's throats. I tell them little cavemen. And this is to trigger the universe. A monkey can pull a trigger. A monkey fighting the monkey, but can a monkey speak? So if you're not a monkey and you're human, open your fucking mouth. Traumatize me, trigger me with petty words. I challenge you. If you're narcissistic, I could destroy, traumatize 95%. For people narcissistic, 1,000% of you guys. Why? Because you can't know words, feelings, conversation, the fucking truth. Simple as that. That's why a person narcissistic, you surpass them by why? Do reverse psychology. Tell the truth about them. And that's why I love to traumatize them in a positive manner to get attention. That's what I tell them. I did it last night. And as a forewarning, you go on social media, right? Deadass, you go on social media. I'm not shy. Deadass, I'm not shy. I give no fucks. In the Spanish culture, Hispanic Spaniards, 99% Spanish boys can't teach shit in life. Them, their fathers, uncles, none of them. 99. And to be nice to the Spanish females, 95% of Hispanic girls can't teach me shit in life. This is the brown culture, Spanish culture. Go to church, pray, leave in God's hands. Stay in a toxic relationship for the kids, religion, culture. Work hard, get a pretty truck, get a pretty house. Welcome to fucking being brown. Not a bright future at all. Toxic ass relationship. And be miserable. Be miserable as fuck. Here's the best part. Even if toxic did, like your mother, auntie, grandmother did, accept it. And from a mammoth title, I stayed with your grandpa for 50 years. Yes, grandma, you did. Miserable, 50 years fucking miserable. And you daydream about love. You watch all these shows and shit, but what are you doing? Praying, planning, hoping, manifesting that your grandpa changes his ways? The fuck? This is, remember, there's boys and girls, men and women. This is your child, your life, man. Not nobody else's. If your relationship's toxic, yo, the fucking door's right there. You can leave whenever you want to. Kids in a hurt, you're gonna lose your family. Yes, you are. But if it's not healthy, you're gonna traumatize the kids more than they're traumatized. Or do this bullshit ass, statistical bullshit. Two-parent household, yeah, if it's healthy, if the parents are healthy, but if the fucking parents are fucking not toxic for each other, it's not gonna work out nobody's favor. And then stay there for the man, my title and shit. Do it. Traumatize your kids. And when your kids become you, then what? Who do you blame? God? Lucifer? No, you. Every which way. That's why, once again, I love my tattoos. Locally wise, I'm fucking get hell in attention. I'm really surprised I'm getting attention every which way. Hey, what's up, Book? How you doing? Buenos dias. How's it going? And that's the shit, man. Just like, they're like, oh, you're pretty cool. I was like, damn, just telling a story. That's it. Like, when I first saw you, yes, 10 kilo gang my fuel, so it hurt my feelings. Judging me is communication. And I stay observant, read me. When I open my mouth, do I speak anything about brown culture? Anything? Gang my fuels? None of it? Nope. You see, none of that shit. Respectfully, I go all the time. See my tattoo? Red pill? I'm an educator. Blue pillars, they're the entertainers. That gang my fuels and stuff, the entertainers, they entertain the streets. Respectfully wise. That's their lifestyle. I pray for them, and that's it. And I go on my day. That's, their journey, not my journey, So, that's the shit. That's everybody. You gotta work on yourself. If you choose one to do your choice and not fucking blame the universe. I pray for you. That's all I can do for you. Pray for you. And it's a lot. Fuck, people are suffering, man. Hella bad. But the cool thing, young kids, I tell young kids, yo, y'all ahead of the game. You got this phone, social media. Fucking best app in the universe about life. Go on TikTok. Best app in the universe. I promise you that. Cause why? All the answers to life is on TikTok. Deadass. And it's not on Bigo. It's not on Facebook. It's not on IG. It's not on fucking Clapper. None of these other apps. Twitch, nothing. Absolutely fucking zero. Respect. Facebook is fucking garbage. Respect when I say that. You have these blue pillars, red pillars at each other's throats. I'm a beast. I'm a goddess. All this shit. I'm a goddess. Fucking newbie. You can say all those man-made terms, but how you're a higher power, quote unquote. You're right, astrology, numerology, but you bring fucking race in the mix. You call yourself woke, this woke culture. Well, if you say you're woke, hashtag woke. So we're both woke. There should be no altercations at all. All my conversations every which way. But that's the thing, they'll get triggered. They go, how you get triggered? All my conversations. You're woke, you should have patience. You should be open-minded with conversation. That means I'm too much for you, respectfully wise, And that's why I go live for. That's why I say what I say to the fullest. It starts with you. And nobody's better than nobody. That's the flaw of people that are probably an ego. Especially in the spiritual world. I'm 40, you're 10, etc. Like, no, just show a lot of respect to each other, and that's it. That's all it's about, a lot of respect. I'm not better than nobody, trust, What up, Empress? How you doing? How's it going? And that's the shit. That's what I go live for, to tell a story. I'm not a victim. I'm not a war survivor. I was for 30 years of my life, 18 at heart, 42, about to be 43. And the reason why I say 18 at heart, because the vessel is about to be 43, right? But spiritual emotional mentally, I'm 18 years old again. I live my life to the fullest because that's something I won't ever be in a toxic relationship. Everyone would talk shit to me, I'm gonna be like, fuck your words. What? Fuck your words. They're just words. I don't give a shit what you're saying to me, If you're not something positive, then what are we having this conversation for? You're a blue pillar, you're an entertainer. Go entertain the streets, go entertain social media. They'll talk about getting my fuels with drugs, pills, partying, kicking it. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. That shit's irrelevant. It's not gonna make you a better person, but yes, numb up, run from yourself. That's how you doing. Learn from yourself. That's your life, not my life, you know? And that's the ish. What's up, bro? How you doing? Morning. And once again, I know I'm blood 1,000, but this how I get your attention. You know, to be like, kill people with kindness. If you're empathetic, I'll be nice with you, be humble with you every which way. But if you're narcissistic, I give no fucks about your feelings. It is mean to get your attention. Why should I care about your feelings if you don't care about my feelings? Make that shit make sense. That's why I made a TT. I remember this, Forewarning. All these platforms, especially the Spanish boys, every which way. Facts, 1,000. You know, and respect in the Spanish culture, Hispanic Spaniards. Like, I tell people that this, yo, brown boys, deadass, this is social media to the fullest. Don't be shy, but if you're keyboard talking your bullshit, right? The cool thing about technology, the tattoo in my hand, right? It's a cell phone, right? I can screenshot shit. You know, why DM me talk your bullshit and they keep it humble on the Facebook page, IG page, and you DM me talk your shit, and I tell baby boy, check it out. Why do you have behind the fucking scenes? Why don't you just make this shit public? Where was that? We was talking right there on somebody's post and shit. Stay right there. Why you gotta come directly to me, was? You know? And you're talking shit. I was like, you think you're a good person, a godly person, talking about my kids? But you're in my feelings. They're fucking words. Respectfully, I'm not a blue pillar. I'm a red pillar. So with that said, I don't get triggered by words. If I talk about your kids and shit, you be in your feelings about it. Talk your bullshit. How? Reverse psychology. And I told him with that said, don't worry. I'll make you famous. I'll put you on all my platforms. And that's what I did. So I tell people every which way, yo, if you can handle words, feelings, conversation, the fucking truth, don't open your fucking mouth. Do not make a comment at all. I'm just forewarning you. I'll have fun with you. And when you talk, I'm gonna see what you defame yourself by the way you speaking. You being narcissistic as fuck, especially the brown boys. Spanish culture, I give no fuck. I told him, baby boy, you, your daddy, your great dead grandpas can't teach me shit in life. Zero fucking at all. Work hard. Who gives a fuck about working hard? You can't make you a better person at all. It doesn't make you an empathetic person at all. You go to church, pray to God. Just because you go to church doesn't mean you're a good person. Religious talk. Lucifer cannot have been God's house because he would catch on fire. But who can? Everyone is narcissistic, which we all have narcissist traits. So there is lose disciples. They're simple as that, man. And from there, what I do? Made a TikTok, boom. I'm even gonna tag you in it. And for the whole universe, if y'all queens, you wanna mess with him, as a forewarning, as a friend and associate, sure, not by your side as a partner, he'll destroy you. He's like his father, his uncle's grandfather. Machismo, double standards that you gotta be the machista, the empathetic person, beta simp wise, right? Which what? Gotta bow down, be submissive. You gotta dress like a fucking lamb, talk to nobody wise. But he could be the man-ho, like his father, uncle's grandfather, and the priest knows he's the man-ho. And machismo, English called narcissism, make you double standards. Which I'm gonna tattoo tonight on my forearm. So anyone that's brown, see my tattoos, why do you have that on you? They're just words. Why does it bother you? Something about the shitty culture? Respect, fuck the culture. I am my own culture and my own being. Every which way. That's why I call it out every which way to the fullest in a positive manner. Teach me some shit I don't know. I don't care about man-made things at all. Respect it. It's irrelevant. Blue pill, which I'm gonna tell above and say the tree of knowledge. Everyone has tree of knowledge. I'm happy, about gang mafiosos, jalapenos. You're a president. You're a fucking son. I'm happy for you. I really, really am. But I care about you in your life. And when I call you out directly, how are you in a toxic relationship? How do you have depression? How do you have insomnia? You have all this mammy power, money, power, and fame. You're blue pill rich, mammy rich. I'm happy for you. But in the red pill world, God world, Allah, Buddha, whatever your higher power you believe in, you're poor, you're weak, you're soft. You can't teach me shit about life. And especially your own life as an individual, why do you play a sob story? How much longer you been doing that for the rest of your life? I go, if I know you personally, especially see on social media, because I'm observing the whole universe, I'll be in my comments, yo, baby boy, baby girl, in 5 years, you still crying about that? Still bitching about how? So why don't you work on yourself? But you won't, because why? That means you gotta feel your feelings. You gotta try to comprehend them. But you won't. So everybody else will fall for your shit. I won't. I'll just call you out. When I trigger you, my job is to trigger the universe. Keep it raw and real. Like, why don't you work on yourself to be a better person for yourself? Or use everybody the mother around you. Do so. Hurt people. That's not our intent, but you shall. Nobody can fix you to save you. Your kids can't fix you to save you. Your partner can't fix you to save you. Your parent, nobody, not even God. And that's why this morning, I say last night, but I would graveyards. Old gentleman, he's like, that's incorrect. Like, what do you mean? Well, you just said that God can't fix. He can't do it for you. Here we go, my tattoo behind my ear. Noah's Ark, 40 days, 40 nights. I go read the Bible right there. You can go on your cell phone, type it in. The passage right here behind my ear. I don't have it memorized, but I can show you a picture of it, wise. And there it is. God been messed up, right? Why? He's respectfully. It's either to kill 2 people versus the zillions. So he felt guilty that, God has narcissistic traits, right? Respectfully wise, right? And he felt guilty. So if he's out from now on, make a covenant to myself and you humans, you people, right? When you see a broken rainbow, I will not intervene in any situation. I give you a free one choice. So there's the Bible right there. It's fucking stated. He can't do it for you. He holds you and guides you. Guess what? You should do better for yourself. You should be an addict. That bottle, my respect for all the addicts out there, Big Pharma, that on me for a reason to get your attention. The bottle doesn't need you. All capital letters, you need the bottle. Why? God can't do it for you. That's what the old gentleman. So I got my tattoo right here. I told him, hey, we pray tonight that tomorrow, we get one more day to live above ground wise, right? So tonight, ladies, no one's an addict, no one has, PTSD, BPD, none of this negative shit. And we say amen. And tomorrow morning, when you and I wake above ground, and we have the exact same issues of last night, before we fell asleep, who do you blame? God, Lucifer? The answer is the person marry you. And you stay quiet. I'm not trying to root you, sir, at all. I'm just letting you know he can't do for you. He holds you and guides you. The door's right there. Toxic relationship. Go to that door. Leave. Don't ever come back. That's the only thing holding you physically is the door. Your heart, feelings, spiritual, emotional, mental holding you back because what happens if I leave them? I pray. Dude, they're fucking adults. That's the shit we forget, that our partners are adults. Why? How? Like I did. My first one, 12 years. I told them, I pray, plan, manifested for 12 fucking years. She does better for herself. She changes her ways. A person narcissistic? Fuck no. It's going to take a long time before they change. So with that said, I fucking wasted respect for 12 years of my life, but it's okay. It's a lesson in life, and that's why I tell a story now. And I've done 1,000. If your relationship is toxic, the fucking door's right there. Leave whenever you want to. Or do what I did. And I'll call you out. Let's say I ask them a scenario. I asked you, your partner, your wife together, how long you been together? Let's say 2 years. Cool, 2 years together, wise, right? Awesome, it's toxic. So with that said, are you gonna be bitching about the situation for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? And I go, 10 years? Fuck that one, dude. I go, you say fuck that now. I just stayed with my first baby mom, 12 fucking years. I pray that will manifest. 12 years later, fucking finally got up and left. That's a long fucking time. Long time age, and that's a forewarning. I'll taunt you in a positive manner because I'm not laughing at you, sir. I'm laughing with you because I was you. So that's the shit. If you get offended, I tell them no respect, but that's my job to trigger the universe. And we're having a conversation about life. Nothing about politics, gang mafiosos, nothing but the valley, the shit in the streets, nothing. All you see respect for the homeless, pray for them, the addicts, to pray for them. But that's their own journey. They can talk, whenever they want to talk about their feelings, then potentially they might progress in life. If not respect, they will stay addicts for the rest of their life. Potentially they might die like that. Their journey, their choice, free will. But I talk to my bullshit with them. I don't give up on them, but that's their choice, free will. I can't fix and save nobody in the universe. I have 8 kids. I can't fix and save nobody. So with that said, it's a foreign activity. Remember that shit. Don't be the one like, maybe I'm the one. Because a lot of us are suffering. That's why, once again, your heart feelings, right? Empathy, sympathy, control this shit. Control your feelings. If not, I can tell you a sob story. My ex got up and led with the woo. I got 8 kids. And some female that's too empathetic will fall for my shit. And she probably thinks, I see a lot of good in Rita-wise. Maybe I'm the one that can fix, save him, make him a better person. Show him the love they need from his ex, nor his father, so on and so on. She can try. She can definitely try. But what happens when I hurt her, then what? I destroy her, then what? That situation. To tell people, you can't fix, save no one in the universe at all. 0. See the good in people, yes. But before you do that, it's been, like friends and associates, sure. You can drop that corny line, but when it comes to a potential, I see the good in, maybe I'm the one. No. You're about to fall in your face. See the good in yourself, the person there first, and then observe them. And remember, it's all about energy. When the energy is shifting and they're going away, they're pulling away, they don't talk to you and texting, then you make a decision. Do you stay? I pray that manifest, or do you go to that door, a fucking door, and leave and don't ever come back? Don't ever come back. And but the downfall being too empathetic wise, what do? If your partner's narcissistic as fuck, right? Into a lot of the traumatizing shit, right? And you're like, whoa, shit. Everyone's already left them. I'm about to get a million. Why? I'm gonna hurt them. Yo, hurt people. Hurt people. That was not your intent. So if that's it, you can't finish save them. And that's why you should work on yourself first and foremost before you get involved with anybody. First and foremost, as a warning. And from there, wise, if you gotta hurt them, yo, hurt them today, not tomorrow. Simple as that. It's better to die today versus tomorrow. Verbalize today. And with that said, they're adults. Remember this. Everyone behind the fucking screen, if you're 18 and above, you already graduated and shit, you move out of the household, you become a young adult. So if that's in relationships, you're part of the same situation. They, they say you got your apartment, they got their apartment. You're still both adults. You have different households, but guess what? You're both adults. Don't forget that shit. We're fucking adults. Somebody in the universe will take your action. But our flaws will be too pathetic. You're, religious and all that good stuff. Where I don't be mean. I don't want to hurt their feelings, but they're being mean to you. They're hurting your feelings. Make that shit make sense. Make that shit make sense to the fullest, man. And that's why you don't be like, well, I pray. No, you can pray, plan, and manifest all you want. You're praying for the wrong person. God's like, yo, baby boy, baby girl, I've been hearing your prayers for fucking years. Years. Why don't you pray, plan, manifest, you get your life back? Your ex is an adult. Someone will take the fuck in. I promise you that. Now, you be selfish, working yourself to get your life back. Start your healing journey. Your ex, you pray for them. You pray they start their healing journey. If they don't have to. That's your choice, free will. Every day above ground, everyone's got free will and choice. But for some reason, we forget about that shit. Say no, your life, free will, choice. And then the cool thing, once again, where I'm from, because of my tattoos and conversations, the queens out there, they're just like, yo, like, thanks for talking to me, man. Like, no, I'll talk to anybody. Yeah, that's why I'm a tattoo for a reason. That's why to get your attention. The only reason we have conversation for the most part is because of my tattoos. You ask me a question about them, and I just focus on relationships, right? And they're like, man, now I'm counting all these fucking doors, right? Because every day above ground, you're in a toxic relationships. How many doors do you leave through the account shit when you leave the household? And the main door that you fucking hate, dread, is the one in your household. But why do you choose to go back home to your toxic partner? 1 night, 1 year, fucking 5 years, 10 babies, whatever the fuck. Why? It's a fucking door. It's a physical door. But your hard feelings, man. That's what screws you every which way. That's why you make decisions with your hard feelings. You will always fall on your face. When you start learning how to make decisions with your mind, common sense, gut feeling, intuition, is called comprehension. You dissect everything. You go through all the options and this. And if I do this, this might happen. If I do that, there it is. You're breaking it down. Guess what? They're treating me good. Yeah, that's just feelings. They're treating you good for now. Until that person gets triggered and shit, the devil comes at them, because everyone's got a devil in them every which way. That's what it's called, triggers, forewarnings, and you become triggered. Now the devil comes out of you. I'm bipolar, snap, fucking, I'm Latino, whatever the corny ass term you want to use. There it is. You became triggered. The devil came out of you. Everyone's narcissist traits: your hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power, and inside this biceps, inside and outside. Your jealousy, envy kicks out. Control that shit, maintain that shit, master that shit. When you do it, it's better to be a warrior in garden than a garden in a war. What does that mean? When you're too empathetic, you will always lose to a person narcissistic. That's where that nice guy, nice girl will always lose to the bad guy, bad girl. Schizophrenia and bipolar are not the same. Respectfully, that's man-made fucking terms. Everyone's got that shit. We can all become schizophrenic to the fullest. That's what it's called. Triggers, and the capital T. You become triggered. Hatred is swallowing poison voluntarily. Why did you allow yourself to get to that point? Why? You're talking shit. They're just fucking words and feelings. The door's right there. You know that, right? Go outside, get some fucking air. Calm down. Or stay there with pride and ego. Match energy. Catch a case. You can be the best therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, religious person. Yeah, I'm happy for you. But how the fuck did you become triggered? And now you weren't hurt to fly, but you punched somebody. Now you're catching that case over words, feelings, conversation that tears off the fucking truth. Make that make sense. No one's that get diagnosed. Adam and Eve, Genesis 2:17 wise, the tree of knowledge. Blue pill conversations, the tree of knowledge. I'm happy about fucking BPD, MPD, you're a scholar, all this. I'm happy for you, but how are you in a toxic relationship? Why do you bitch about life? How do you have insomnia? Why do you have child trauma? Why do you hate your parents? Make that shit make sense. Take the red pill, the tree of life. Start working on yourself. If not, you don't have to. Wear the mask mouth behind you dying crying for years to be. Bitch about life for years. I'll stretch that shit out. I bitched about this life for 30 fucking 9. That's a long fucking time. 18 years at heart. And now 42 on the outside. About to be 43. And as an individual behind the screen, it took me 2 baby moms, 2 other girlfriends, so that's 4 females, 8 kids, 19 years of my life in the relationship world to comprehend all this shit I'm talking about. And no one taught me this shit. As far as family and friends, nobody taught me this shit. My support team broke it down for me 3.5 years ago. 10 of light workers. I love my death for 88 days. 88 days they held my hand guiding me. After that, I just started dissecting the universe. I'm like, life's easy as fuck, man. I promise you that. The reason why life became hard is because everyone's got child trauma. Your parents got it, grandparents, everyone got that shit. If they don't have this open conversation, there's a struggle. Every which way. And the cherry on top, what fucked us, traumatized us, is what? Relationships. They make you break it, and they will definitely destroy you. One person in the whole universe, you question your self-worth. Is a toxic relationship, you fucking gain weight, lose weight, you fucking get all these, all these sicknesses and shit, because one person, because you got an energy vampire, or both of you can be narcissistic with each other, and there it is. There's your problem, and you're dreading to go fucking home. Your home should be your temple, your peace, your aura, your heaven on earth, by yourself first and foremost. And if a person comes in your household and everything changes, why do you allow it? They're not, once again, they're adults. The only person you chase are kids, your kids. That's it. Your adult, your partner's an adult, they're not your fucking kid. Let them tell themselves, boo-hoo, who gives a respect, who gives a fuck. You pray for them, that's it, and you choose yourself. Be selfish, but no, I don't want to be mean to them. I don't want to hurt their feelings, but they've been hurting your feelings, been mean to you. Make that shit make sense. That's the shit. That's the downfall. We're taught that being mean is wrong. No. It's incorrect. You match energy. That's why I say, social media and face-to-face. You play stupid, I play stupid. Or you play dumb, I play dumber. And I do with psychology. I use your exact words, and when you get triggered, how they are your words, word for fucking word. And you got triggered. How? Because you're doing what? Deflection and projection. You're wearing a massive smile behind you, dying and crying. You don't talk about your feelings, my tattoos, my neck, which is definitely a choice. I respect your boundaries. So, and then you project your bullshit to I, but I'm the wrong person to project it, because I'll be, all that shit's not me at all. That's you to the fullest. Let me elaborate. So that's why I tell a story. Everyday bug down. Now I'll say it to my last dying breath, because I'm just black and white, man. Respect you. I don't care about my midterms. Go see a therapist. Like, yes, a therapist, and as long as they hold your hand, guide you in a positive manner. If they just tell you, I can't tell you, especially if they're like, that's your journey. I can't answer that for you. Like, you can't give me nothing at all. A little guidance to life. Nothing? Fuck it. They can't give you shit. So they'll give you by the DSM-5 book, the Mammy book. That DSM-5 book can't fix you, save you, and really make you a better person at all. But yes, the fucking big old words that you like, dopamine, the chromium, all these big ass terms. Like, yeah, the scientists can study the brain, but remember this: nobody can't. Could you say nobody knows but yourself, the person mirror. Study the brain all you want. All these scientists study the brain. You can't fix it. You can numb the fuck up with big pharma, drugs, alcohol, pills. Oh yes. You got anxiety? Here's my anxiety pill. You got depression? Here's the numb the fuck up. My tattoo. Have a broken heart, toxic love, and numb up so you don't feel your feelings. Go become codependent of a man-made fucking pill. Man-made, not God-made, man-made. And be there. Respect like my buddies and shit back in the day. Live in Seattle and shit. And when they have all these I'm like, damn, you take all these pills, all these fucking Skittles for all your triggers and shit. That's fucking wild to me. You go see a therapist? No. I wing this shit, quote unquote. And, nothing wrong with therapists, counselors, as long as they hold you and guide you in a positive manner. They don't just tell you shit. That's why I see at the farmer's market, I love to debate with them on my conversations. I tell them, I'm not better than you, but you got a man-made title. You went to college, spent 30, 50K, and I got you in your feelings. How? And when I tell them the truth, you can't really say nobody. You know them the fuck up, and what? Big Pharma wins every which way. And these people can't feel the feelings, and they want love. How can you be numb on pills and want love? You gotta love yourself. You love yourself so much, you numb the fuck up, you run from your problems. Make that shit make sense. It's like, I love y'all, man. But that's it, man. It's like, nope. Keep complaining about life. That's all I can tell you. Keep complaining about life for how many years in this lifetime where you bitch about life. I got depression, especially on social media. I woke up with BPD. Everyone's got that shit. My anxiety. Why do you have anxiety? Why are you sad? I don't know. You do know. You just don't want to talk about your feelings. You don't want to turn around, face the person in the mirror, and talk about yourself. And remember, to fix yourself by yourself is highly impossible. Support team. Give me your hand. I can hold you and guide you every which way. I can't vision and save you. It's your journey, but let's talk about it. Let's see why you're sad. What triggers sadness? Because you have positive triggers. Anything that makes you happy is a positive trigger. That's beautiful. When you focus on negative triggers, my anxiety, my depression, PTSD, that's negative. Why did you get that? What happened to it? What'd you think of? What'd you watch? What'd you hear? What'd you see? You know, therapy is the best. It makes you look at life in a positive way. Well, very well said. That's the intent. If the person you talk to in a positive manner, my conversations. That's why, you know, with therapy in general, or me, once again, the support team. The intent is they're more healed than you are, or the healing wise. It's not race competition wise, but they're open-minded and they have patience. Conversation, you gotta have patience. If not, then you'll get triggered. Like, I can't talk about this, or you trigger somebody else because you're telling them your story. You know, your traumas and shit. That's why you gotta be observant. Body language. You know. So, but yeah, if you can afford therapy, most definitely, hell yeah, jump on that. If not, then support teams. Support to the fullest. And once again, the best app to learn about life. If you don't believe me, I'll use it up because I'm on 6 platforms. Go on TT, I'll just say TikTok, in search bar, type in Narcissist, Empathists, Empath, Reactive Use, Deflection, Projection, Gather Manipulation, Trauma Bonds, Soul Ties, you know, toxic relationships, codependency. It's all right there. I promise. Grab your tissue box, grab your popcorn, go shed tears. You're not the only one suffering. The universe is a zillion. The trigger universe, 95% of the universe is struggling. And they all brag about, I'm happy, your job. But when it comes to relationships, always altercations, always situations, you know. Oh, thank you, Sebastian. Thank you for that. You know. And I remember, and I'm saying it in a positive manner. Just, you know, once again, it's just like to get your attention, like work on yourself. This is your life. If not, once again, I promise for years to be. For years to be. And let's say you remember, I'm 30, you know, I'm 18 and a half, but 42 on the outside. So scenario in a positive manner, I was 39 then. May 32 or 20, I died. Not physically, spiritually, much mentally, I died. Going through my second breakup, losing my second family, and I comprehend why I felt. So with that said, if you're younger than I am, like 30 years old, 25, I challenge you in my conversation in a positive manner. Beat me at 39. I challenge you. And if you let's say you're still talking about vibing, you're 40 years old. I'm like, damn, we've been talking for a minute, and so that means that you're gonna be 41 miserable, 44 miserable, 50. Why do you want to be miserable? 50 years? No, don't do it to yourself. Work on yourself to get your life back. This is your life. It's not nobody else's life. You know, you have a higher power. God gave you life. Your parents gave you life. Yes, be grateful for that. Most definitely. Now, as an adult, what do you do to get your life back? What do you do to make yourself happy? What do you do to, you know, to love the person in the mirror more? As long as every day you bug down, you love yourself a little bit more, that's a positive. You progress in life. Or not be dreadful, hate yourself, or just numb up, just set all the goals. Set all the goals you want, run from yourself. I just call them hurdles. Like, they're just hurdles. So when you achieve your goal, I climb Mount Everest, I got a job, I got a relationship, I got a family. I'm happy, I have all of the above, but why do you still feel alone? Why do you hate yourself? How the fuck are you an addict? You have a car, house, good everything, good partner, then you're still an addict. Why the fuck did you hit rock bottom? You know, and that's respectfully wise. Trust me, I've hit rock bottom. Relationships not good shit, but I respectfully as an individual, I know drugs are good for you. If I could teach you middle school, high school, and I imagine you probably have buddies, family members that are stuck in that shit. And I respectfully, my analogy, might check out people that are, you know, addicts and shit. I just call them zombies. You got a sober version of themselves and different high versions of themselves. And that's respectfully wise. I see that shit at work every night. Customers like, yo, you're not like scared of, you know, one of these the homeless addicts, you do some shit to you. I'm like, I stay observant best as possible every which way, first and foremost. If she gets out of hand, I call the boys in blue. I can kind of pretend, you know, defend myself. The intent didn't get to that point. That's what I tell them is energy. Stay observant, you know. If they act funny, that yo, please go outside. If not, I'll just call the boys in blue. For the most part, they're respectful. For the most part, but that's why it's energy. Try to treat them best as possible. They're going through their own shit in life. You know, I pray for them. That's it. And that's how you. And remember, as a forewarning, you can't, once again, fix the save of nobody. There's one more, I talked to this native girl. She's beautiful, right? But she's going through it, you know. It's that people, like, hard feelings, ability to control it. It's called communication. Like, I know she's going through shit in life, you know. And once again, she's quite introverted. Why is she like, why do you talk to me? I'm like, because I just checking on you, make sure you're okay. I respect your boundaries. You know, when I ask you questions, you don't have to respond. She says, no, but you have to talk to me. I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to anybody, you know. So with that said, I know she's going through shit, like, and respectfully, nothing against her, but I know she's, she's an addict and shit, and it sucks that she's an addict. There's so much potential in her, but with that said, I know that, so we stay friends and associates, and that's it. I might be, oh, you know what, start catching feelings. Maybe I'm the one that can figure say making, I cannot do that for her at all. So that's why he says, better stay out with friends and associates. If it builds to more, cool. As long as it's a positive manner and she works the scenario, we'll try to be together. They all, baby, go. We want to be together and gotta work on your addiction. If not, then I'm friends and associates. And you don't change for me. You change for yourself first and foremost, and you change for a relationship to be whomever, myself, whoever you get into. If not, then hide your addiction, right? And then get a relationship, and when that shit comes out, and this is for warning, I tell everybody, I was telling homegirl last night, because she's like, oh, well, my boyfriend, we've been together for a year, and comes to find out 7 months in, he's an addict. I go, so what are you gonna do? Like, what do you mean? But I love him. That's cool with hard feelings. You have love for him, but he's respectful. I go, do you do drugs? Are you an addict? No. So you're not addict. He's an addict. He lied. You saw your dream. A lot of addicts do that bullshit. So how much longer you stay with him? I go, you got, and respectfully, you deal with the sober version of himself and different high version of himself. If you want to babysit, do so. But what do? I don't hurt his feelings, but his hurting your feelings. They mean he's fucking around. His choice, free will. He could be in drugs, well, because I'm high, I'm fucking around. SOS, stuck and stupid. 1 + makes 3 my answer. Excuses in life. But if you want to stay, that's your choice. I go, I'm just forewarning you, it's not going to work in your favor. And when you're in, you do 2 years doing this shit, 3 years doing this shit, what are you going to do? Pray, play out, manifest, he changes his ways? You're praying for the wrong person, That's all respectfully wise. So I'm glad I asked you, I talked to you. Like, I'm just guiding for one universe. You don't have to comprehend anything I'm saying. I'm just forewarning you. It's your life. He's an adult. You're an adult. You break up with him. He will pay with and tell a sob story. Some other females that's too pathetic, like you fell for him, will fall for him also. And if he does not work on himself, let's say it's a scenario. You break up with him, right? You choose yourself. You should be selfish. Your life, not his life, right? And then he does. He fall back. He starts to healing you. If he does, he goes body hopping. Relationship after relationship, then he is broken, codependent. He's scared to be abandonment issues. Everything he touches, he will destroy. She's like, what do you mean everything? Everything. All these partners to be, he will burn all the bridges, put everything, tell a sob story. But he's too narcissistic. He's a loser self. He's a fuck up the universe. Because he's scared to fall back, work at himself, and talk about his feelings. Because he doesn't want to feel his feelings. So he's going to use you guys as a punching bag. Guys, I manipulate all the good shit my tattoos. She's like, damn, that's crazy. That happens every day, bug. You're on to broken record. This shit, all my tattoos mapped to life, black and fucking white. Very simple. And I just broke down life to you. And remember this, I know you from Adams. You saw my tattoos, and you asked me a question, I give you the answer to life. And I got your attention, right? And remember this, you're leaving right now from 7-Eleven, and you go back to him. So how many more nights can you be doing this, or how many years to be? He's not your kid, he's an adult. Somebody will take him in, I promise you. He's probably got parents, sisters, someone will take him in, he's an addict, Let's say he's not an addict, let's say he's just fucking hella narcissistic. Whatever if his abuse cheating on you. Fucking break up with him, Oh, hey, what's up? How you been? How's it going? How's life? How's everything? And once again, this is just a forewarning. No one's got to comprehend this. It's your journey, your choice, free will. If you're in a toxic relationship, you be there for how long? And I pray you don't stay too long. Cause remember this. That's a forewarning. If this is a fact 1,000, you and I cannot get nor back what? God cannot get this back to you. What is it? Love, time, and emotions. When you comprehend that shit, why do you waste your love, your time, your emotions on wrong people around you by, as in danger, as a support team, if they're incorrect wise, family and friends, and especially as a partner. Why? You can't fit to save them. They're just the intent to match it and not take energy. If they're taking energy, why do you allow it? Why are you scared to realize boundaries? Why are you to say no? Why should it be to them if they're mean to you? Make that shit make sense. Your life. It's not your parents' life. It's not your kids' life. It's not your partner's life. Your life. Nobody fucking owns nobody. Slavery times. But slavery times, to get deep about it, it's people conversations, man-made slavery. What happens? It's something happened to our ancestors and shit. Yeah, most definitely. People are narcissistic, which everybody has narcissistic traits. So with that said, rebel conversations. Slavery happens every day above ground. How? Because if you're narcissistic, you're the slave master. If you're too pathetic, you're the slave. Welcome to war. And that shit happens every day above ground. So that shit did not stop. So and that's just a warning. So that's what I'm saying. Your life, not nobody else's life. That's why, once again, I love my ex for leaving me. When you forgive, communication, not forget, you let them go. You do closure for yourself. You comprehend why it feels. Guess what? Your ex does not live in your head rent free. They won't ever trigger you at all. Like you say, let's say you hurt them. Yes, or they hurt you, vice versa, right? And be like, no, you don't know. You know the old version of myself. Our time together, you know that version of myself. There's new version, you don't know shit at all. I'm not against you, you know? And once again, you forget, not forget. I told the best oxymoron. I'm a tattoo. I love all my tattoo, but the best one, I love you for leaving me. It's an oxymoron. How do you love someone that you destroy, they destroy you? Because you worked on yourself. You broke it down to the fullest. Now you blessed. I'm not a victim. I'm not a worst survivor. I am just telling a story. Initially, yeah, the right to use those terms because we're going through, we're trying to figure this shit out every which way. And that's why the intention now waste your energy on your ex, waste your energy on yourself. Be selfish, work on yourself to get your life back. And when you start doing that, stay observant. All the red flags, all the ends to life are in front of your face. Everybody gonna talk to you behind the screen, face to face. Instead of their facial expressions, their tone of voice, the energy environment, their eyes, and what comes out their mouth. 0 to 5 minutes. I'm being nice with the 5 minutes. Realize like 0 to 1 minute. You can see anyone judge people's communication. Now observe me. What do I say? What open my mouth? What's my energy about? Comprehend me. There it is. That's what you should be doing. Observe people so you can read people how they function. When you start doing that, please, fucking life's easy as fuck every which way. You can walk around. I can walk square pathetic, square empaths, positive people, God disciple, circle narcissists. I can walk around square, circle, square all fucking day. Oh yeah, your relationship, baby girl, you're a square. Him, he's a fucking circle. Your baby girl, you're God disciples. He loses disciple, but he goes to church and who gives a fuck? It's a man-made building. Lucifer cannot come in God's house. He'll catch a fire. But your boyfriend, he can. He won't catch a fire. And you go there because you're God disciple. You pray, manifest that he changes his ways. He goes to pray to his man-made God, not God, man-made God, that, he's a better person. He's fucking around. He'll be good for 1 hour, 2 hours every Sunday. And guess after the church is over, fucking man holding the cell phone, still a fucking addict. He's still fucking busy whooping your ass and cheating on you. And what are you doing? Every fucking Sunday, go back to church again. Say, I pray for y'all. Don't worry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I was you. I won't ever deal with that shit again. Ever. Like, nope. You're toxic. Friends and associates. That's it. I like you. You can like Queen. You can like me all you want. I can't fix you or save you at all. I can't make you a better person. That is your own journey. But we be friends and associates. You gotta fucking become best friends. Let's talk about life to the fullest. Easy as fuck. I break it down to this. But once again, if you don't work on yourself, no. That's why last night when I'm from Eastern Washington, right, little Mexico, it's called white folk. Spanish Queen made a post. She's like, man, here there is no potential with the week set. I was like, Queen, this is Eastern Washington. This is fucking little Mexico. There ain't no potential here. I'm 21 months single celibate chilling. Why? There is no potential. And I go to Seattle, west side, the best side, fucking 3 hours west where I'm from. Fuck yeah. Goddesses everywhere. Potentials everywhere. Because guess what? Those females there are all more extroverted, all-minded. They love conversations. And that's how you get people's attention with conversations every which way. It all starts with you. So, and remember, it's energy. And at the same time, environments. That's why you gotta be honest. I told you, look at the environment we live in. Show me. I got a better chance than you do. But you as a female, right here, you ain't got no chance with the potential. This is the wrong side of town. If you go to Seattle, the suburbs, the north side, you'll have a better chance. The south side, fuck no, that's the ghetto hoods. And that's why I'm black and white. Very, very simple. And it's warning to make it life so simple for you, especially relationships. All the ghetto hoods in the universe, capital ALL, that is Lucifer's playground. Hell on earth. Too much people narcissistic as fuck. Toxic love everywhere. They want love, but they don't know what fucking love is. They have a toxic ass child trauma at home, and then you go through that door, you live in the ghetto hoods. The streets are shit. The environment's shit. There's your problem. But you want love. How can you have love but you don't know what love is? That situation. That's why if I want a toxic, love, broken, codependent relationship, where I'm going to all the ghetto hoods. I already know that shit. That's where I'm from. My environment's shit. It's ghetto hoods. I'm not in the streets. Everywhere I go, in and out, and that's it. If I want a healthy long-term relationship, communication, comprehension with time and vibing, I'm going to all the suburbs of the universe. All the suburbs. The nice areas. Because guess what? There's people more empathetic. They do communication, comprehension. God disciples. That's heaven on earth. I can have a conversation with them. Every which way. And that's once again, that's what promote the shit of Seattle. Seattle loves Seattle because why? People are what? Open-minded, extroverted, but love conversations. Every which way. Even if they get a hood, the south side, they'll have it, but with that side, once again, Hard feelings, I control myself to the fullest. I'm not be, oh, well, she's beautiful. Cosmetically, she is, but the inside, she's broken, ugly, lost. She's not healed. I don't want a person respectfully that's broken heart, toxic love. That's all she can offer me is toxic love and lust. What do you bring to the table? Everyone in the fucking universe, cats and dogs being fucking lust, common sense. But do you bring me love? You're healed. We can have conversations. You can step in and get triggered, but we'll talk about it. You know what? If you shut down, you'll try it. Okay, that's awesome. Or inside, toxic love, you are broken, ugly, lost. I won't have that shit by my side, respectfully. I don't give a shit if you're 18 years old, fresh, down supercars, Kim Kardashian money, OnlyFans. I don't give no fucks. We can have a conversation, friends and associates. That's it. End of the story. I don't care. Like me all you want, queen. I promise you I'm way too much for you. And you hurt your own feelings trying to be with me. Because I'm selfish, 1,000. And it's my life, not your life. If the relationship becomes toxic, we'll talk about it. If it becomes too toxic, I go to that door, go to work. I don't ever come back home. Ever. If you allow me to be your support team, I'll become your ex, my tattoo my neck. And I hold your hand, guide you how to get your life back. Or not. It hurt my feelings. You push me away. It hurt my feelings. I respect my second baby mom is the mother of boys. She's the last female in this lifetime I will ever shed tears for. Ever. Why would I shed tears for any female? Remember this. Anyone could leave. Anyone could cheat. Anyone goes. That is their choice, free will. So when you work into love to learn how to love yourself, and you stop like I was, so you stop being broken, codependent, scared to be alone, abandonment issues. Learn to love yourself. I promise you that. When you become selfish, please, you won't shed tears at all for nobody. Death, I get it. Funerals, I get it. But when it comes to relationships, like, cool, they're leaving? Fuck it, they're leaving. Or you know what? This is not getting better. I'm out. And they can try to gas them and be like, oh, you're leaving? You give it up with me? Yeah. Because you gave up on yourself a long time ago. You know, you saw me dream, somehow magic gave us the red flags and bullshit, but now I see all your true colors. No. I'm not doing another day with you. Why? It's over, it's done with. So, you should work on yourself. Stop telling people dreams that you're doing good, you're healing. You're not healing at all. But you're really good at talking, very good at talking, and I miss them. But with that said, now I'm selfish. I choose myself. That's what I tell the potential to be. Yo, queen, I don't, remember this, as a forewarning, I don't need you in my life. I want you in my life. So if you need me, why? Why do you need me? I forewarn them. Let's say I get up and leave. I cheat. I ghost you. That's my choice, free will. Are you scared of that? Why are you scared of that? Then that means you should work on yourself. Because that means if not, then you'd be scared to be involved with anybody. And yes, initially, when you're working yourself, it is a scary feeling to have, to like, who's gonna guarantee me that I'm gonna believe? I'll give you the answer. Like I was trying to figure that shit out for like 3 years. I would say that nobody can guarantee that. No, I'll use my words. For the most part, the people that won't get a believe, for the most part, if they're more empathetic, godlike, positive manner, is religious people. No matter what religion is, right? As long as they're positive, Especially if the VV, the Virgin V card, that's the cherry top. There it is. I just give the answers. But with that said, individual, are you more empathetic or narcissistic wise? Break it down. Which side are you more? Because we both have both sides of us. So if you're more narcissistic, you can't be in a monogamous relationship. You can't. It's highly impossible. You'll always cheat. Why? You start with emotion cheating, because your partner's validation not suffice. This cell phone, a zillion fucking options. A and B relationship, monogamous, right? Jaden Will Smith, not Jaden August, C to Z. When you do that, it's called premeditated. It's a premeditated choice. They pass boundaries. I got a partner. I have two options. Blue pill, I'm a fucking entertainer. The tree of knowledge, I flirt back. Now emotional cheating, it's fucking already over. Or the red pill, I'm an educator. I verbalize my boundaries. Yo, I got my partner, I'm blessed. I'm sorry. You queen, you have to tell me sorry. I'm trying to verbalize my boundaries. Keep it humble. It doesn't have to become awkward. The conversation continues on. Or she keep passing boundaries. Like, yo, shut out. You can't respect myself nor my partner. So with that said, I call him out. I'm gonna tell this for a reason. You're being narcissistic. Inside, you're broken like you're lost. You're offering lust. Cats and dogs fucking offer lust. But you offer toxic love. You should work on yourself. And if I trigger them, I did my job as female to Seattle with my ex-wives. I would tell them in Seattle to be something get teared up. I go, I'm not trying to be mean to you, queen, but you should work on yourself. Many single people out there, you know that, right? Why do you want to test a relationship? Why? To see if I'm loyal. I'm loyal to a full. If I'm with you 1,000, I work on myself. So that's the shit. That's why you gotta verbalize boundaries. But that's, once again, you only have to watch when people hit on you. This is not fucking hard, man. But that's why you should know your partner's energy. And the red flags. That's how the queens, yo, day one. If I want to be with the potential, right? And I love you. We were just going to date. And on the first fucking date, I'm checking out the waitress. And the female is sitting down, walking by. That's red flags. That means that I'm too much for you. Hey, what up, Urban? How you doing, brother? It's been a minute. How's life? How's everything? How's kiddos? You know, that's red flags right there. Verbalize boundaries. If not, then fuck, you just give me the green light. So if I'm emotionally cheating in front of your face, chat a female in front of your face, well, I'll do that shit with the squad at work. That's why, to break it down. What's cracking in here? Y'all behaving here? Right, man? You know what's up, broski? Hell yeah. And remember, that's because the teach you TikTok wise. And a relationship, when it's toxic as fuck, right? Let's say I'm more narcissistic. I could have my housewife, my work wife, everywhere. A Starbucks wife, gas station, 7-Eleven wife. Why? Because we're in conversation, because whatever my ex is not doing, I'm telling them that. And it starts emotionally cheating. It goes to the fucking physical cheating. Right? Entanglements. It happens every day above ground. That's why the intensity of being in a relationship is toxic. Squash it. But I don't want to be mean. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Fuck it. Stay there. I pray for them. That's it. Stay there for, have babies, get married, all that shit. That's what I was telling an older gentleman this morning. I go, it's mind blowing. We were not taught this shit in middle school, high school. Our parents don't teach us this shit. But I was telling, as a forewarning, if you're just toxic and one of you both have the back fucking idea, babe, let's have a kid, babe, let's get married. I go, fuck it, $1 zillion that I don't have, all the odds against you. You'll fall on your face. Kids are a blessing, also a lesson. I promise that respectfully wise, right? So with that said, you're gonna join the baby mom, baby father divorce club, and when you shed tears, yo, give us your hand. We gotta get milk and cookies for you because we was you. We found our face hard every which way. So now, support team, I got you. I can't really save you, but I'll give you all the answers to life. You don't have to comprehend, but I'll give you every option in this scenario so you know what you get into. And that's the shit. Is it hurt my? Yes, your family's not to get. It's gonna hurt. Yes, yes. You can ask you, where's mom? Where's dad? Why aren't you? Yes, it's enough. Those fucking questions and fuck you up. Trust me, better than that, don't miss that shit, right? Comprehend it. That's why for everybody, if your relationship is toxic, it's not healthy, do not have a kid, don't get married. It's not gonna work in your favor at all, at all. That's why as a foreign, no kids involved, it's toxic. The door's fucking right there. Be like Forrest Gump and run for dear life. You gotta move to a different state, then be it. You have to move fucking Pluto, go to Pluto. And then fall back. Start your healing journey. Don't be fucking broken codependent, scared to be on abandonment issues. Do the whole face body hopping or relationship. Get to another relationship right away. How? You just got out of a relationship, you ran away for dear life, and you jump to another one. Make that shit make sense. No, what you're gonna do is hurt people. That's what I did. A lot of us do, right? Not intentionally, no one taught us this shit. Heal people. What do? We heal people. Heal, guide, forewarn, uplift, support. So mad love to you. Yeah, this is what we do. But I can't vision and save you. Your journey. You won't. Yeah, but kids fix relationships. Yes, kids, house, cars, Gucci product fix relationships. They buy bandages to cut some wounds. That's my tattoo right here. To the universe. And 95% of the universe is broken codependence. Scared to abandonment issues. They are looking for love and happiness in people and man-made BS. All you doing is buying bandages till you cut the wounds and you're matching your head, right? The answer to life is the perseverance. All you ever need is you. The end. We just don't know that. I didn't know that until 3.5 years ago. That's what I'm saying. Like Triple X, Extension wise, he preached about that shit at 20 years old. Focus on yourself. If you learn to love yourself a little bit more, less stress in your life. How can you love? How can you hate yourself and love others? And he was going through shit in life. That's why I tell people, respectfully, show me any 20-year-old, from the ghetto hoods to all the universe that speaks the way he speaks. I would love, if you know anybody like that, I would love to speak to them. Dead ass. So that's why, I have faith, idea that there is afterlife, that there is potential, whereas that, that's why in this lifetime, 39 years old then, 18 at heart, 42 now, about to be 43. So in this lifetime, it's been 30 years of my life, 39 years to figure this shit out. Maybe in the next lifetime, I'll be younger, 35, 30, even better. The younger the better, because once you get your life back, you become woke, the woke culture. If you're woke, yo, you're fucking hella patient. All my conversations, these words won't trick you at all. You're black and fucking white like I am. Like, you don't need people. You don't fucking need nobody. In this shit we do because we're brainwashed. I need people. No. The only person you need anyone is our kids. But your kid, like my kids, will grow up to be adults. Like I became an adult. What's up, Auntie? How you doing, Queen? And so on and so on. So with that said, your kids get to believe whenever they want to as adults. What's up, Queen? How you doing? Early, happy Merry Christmas, And that's a forewarning. Dead ass, I have 8 kids. All my 8 kids graduate at 18. Dad, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you. Peace, I'm out. Their choice, free will. As a father, as an adult, I don't get my feelings about it. You know, they have the right to feel like that, because why? You know, I traumatized them. My ex traumatized them. My first baby, I traumatized them. Yeah, it's called what? Childhood trauma. Oh my gosh, life's so hard. What's gonna screw them is relationships. That's a cherry on top. That's where life became really hard. It's because relationships, they make you, break you, definitely destroy you. One person in the whole fucking universe. One, not two, not 10. One. Make that shit make sense. And the worst part, when you know you're too empathetic, you're doing monogamy, monogamous relation, monogamy to the fullest, and your ex is not, or your partner's not. They offer monogamy. Oh yeah, just you, I love you, all the good shit. But they love you, your mother, cousin, and your best friend. And they go to church and they love God. Make that shit, makes Allah, Buddha, all that good shit. Like, yeah, whatever your God, I believe you, cool, awesome. But that's why, to trigger them, your man-made God makes you feel good. My God says that's incorrect. But hey, what do I know? You know, that's what it's called. Match energy, not take energy. If they take energy, why do you allow it? Fuck, I won't ever deal with anyone that's toxic. As a friend associate, yes. I fucking work respectfully at work. The fucking Spanish queens, Hispanic Latinos hit me up at work. Are you cute, whatever, this and that? I'm like, oh, thank you for the compliment. You know, you single? Yeah, single. 21. I'm tired. 21. Very exhausted. I need to sleep. 21 months single celibate. Really? Why? Because I'm not accepting no one talks about my side. No, tell them to trigger that. I don't want no toxic cause. You partner to kick it. That's not my lifestyle. If you can't arrive with conversations about life, respect friends and associates. Be more beautiful. And they tell me I'm beautiful. Yes, queen, cosmetically you're beautiful. But if you can't talk to me inside, you're broken, they'll get lost. Friends and associates. I don't give a shit. You're 18-year-old fresh Kim Kardashian money. Then they get triggered. Oh, you can't pull me. I'm like, why would I pull someone that's broken? I'm not to be rude to you, but look at this conversation. You're mad because I'm basically telling you no. You like me, that's cool. Shoot your shot, but you shoot your shot. I'm telling you no. You don't like rejection. That's your problem. Just because you like me, I'm supposed to tell you yes? I'm supposed to get wet over you? No, please. Oh boy, left the rehab. Oh really? Is he doing better for himself? In a positive manner? I pray he is, and that's the shit. Rehab is good if they work on themselves, If not, then they might potentially go their own ways. And that's the situation. Nope, shit, I fall prayers for him. And Vontae, that's respectfully, that's what you need to remember. For the addicts out there, all you do is pray for them. Their journey, free will, choice, every which way, right? And respectfully, in a loving, respectful manner, the downfall of addicts, right? And this is for warning. And if you're an addict behind the screen and trigger you, I'm doing my job, right? But tell me I'm fucking lying. So an addict, right? Whatever their drug is, I'll keep it simple. Alcohol, right? I thought he was making progress, but he's not. Well, it's hey, what's up, Laura Queen? Merry Christmas. How you doing? How's life? Okay, progress is good, right? But remember this, for addicts out there, respectfully wise, their kryptonite is what big pharma, right? So, scenario. My tattoo is my boy. He gets down, right? So with that said, he's slowing down his drinking. Come in and say Merry Christmas to you and your family. Oh, that's the Queen. Merry Christmas to you. I pray everything's good on your side, And I love you for a matter, no past boundaries. I love you for being you. Thank you for letting me, Bible street, etc. And it's all about conversations. I'm doing well. I'm blessed. I just got off work. I'm exhausted. I should be sleeping. That's why I'm like, get stuck with my words, because I'm really exhausted. I gotta go to sleep. I'm only doing 2 hours. No, I'm not trying to do no more than 2 hours from now on. Respectfully, I love the conversations, but 2 hours a day, 5 times a week suffice. But when it comes to addict, I told my boy Bobby, shut up. As an individual behind the screen, at work, they're like, yo, your tattoos for? Like, yo, well, what helps me is Fireball. What do you mean? I'm not a drinker. The only time I drink is with what? Fireball. To numb the shit up. This vessel weak, it hurts. To have get your rest. Thank you, Queen. Now I'm trying to. That's why I ain't gonna lie for 2 days, because I'm just I'm so exhausted. I'm only one person, multiple platforms. I do free therapy. One-on-ones. I do a lot of them. I love the conversations, but I'm only one person. I gotta take care of the vessel because it's talking to me. It's tired. So I told him, so that's the only time I drink. Like what? Because yes, I tell him yes. Behind the screen, face to face, I was 10 kilos. So when I said on party, on the drugs, he'd be like, what? Yes, I look like I do cosmetically, but no, I don't. Respectfully, that's what you're doing. That's your lifestyle. Pray for, and that's it, So I told my boy Bobby, my tattoo right here, for the universe, there's people, that are addicts out there. The bottle doesn't need you. All capital letters, you need the bottle. Why? So I tell him, So when Walmart aisle 8, before they moved it and rearranged it wise, I go there, it's just what I call it, Kool-Aid for the adults, It's all the alcohol and shit, but I go respect you. You're slowing down your drinking, but you probably know all the flavors or majority of the flavors, all the color. I see colorful bottles, but I see, all these Grey Goose. I've never had it, but I go respect when you're an addict, you know how it tastes. Your mouth probably waters. So I say cocaine, meth, heroin, pills, foils and shit, which I don't know what I know it's drugs. I don't give a shit to get educated about it. But with that said, your mouth probably waters, and mentally every which way. So that's the situation right there. That's where they fight themselves. So that's why I say respectfully wise. When your partner's an addict, if you know it, it's a big major risk to get involved with them respectfully wise. If they hide it really good and it comes out, I forewarn the universe, if it comes out, what are you doing? What are you choosing? Stay as a partner or break up with them and stay now what? As a friend, associate, support team, and that's it. Because it's respectfully, once again, as a forewarning, anyone that's an addict, you're dating a sober version of themselves, different high version of themselves. Respectfully, I just call them zombies. Respectfully, if it triggers them, that's my job. I'm like, yo, tell me I'm lying. I don't know if you're sober. If I know you know, but yeah, I know you're sober. What do you do? Run from your problems? Do you get triggered? Go get high. Go get drunk. And that's what they will do that. And that's the thing. Like, for how long are you gonna pray for that manifest to change your ways? By your set as a partner. God's like, hey, I give you free will and choice. The Bible right there, Noah's Ark. Hey, I can't vision to save him. That's his journey. That's her journey. So what do you do with your life and your journey? You staying there? Your choice, free will. That's exactly what he is. I'm sorry, Monty. Yeah, well, once again, you just pray for him. That's like the Queen. That's how you do for him. Pray for him. Like my brother. Like, that's how respectfully. And this is a lot of addicts. Respectfully will do this. They pray with them soft story. Like him. Like, oh man, all my kids, but your mom's all this. My family's pushing away. I go, brother, I love you, but with that said, look at this. Why do you think everyone's pushing away? I go, I keep it 1,000. Dad, I keep it 100. Keep it 100 with you. Look around what you're doing. I go, that shit, those foils and fucking blues. I go, I know it's a drug. I've heard the fucking terms. I don't give a shit to, Google or YouTube that shit. I don't want to comprehend them. It's irrelevant to me. But he's all, well, you left me, you in Seattle. And I go, bro, you can blame me, live age. Anyways, you can blame me for the situation. It won't hurt my feelings, but I left. But in Seattle, I have my own family. So I have my own family, so you can blame me. Yeah, I go, you keep your own little man. So with that said, you hit rock bottom. Why? My hair looks the same, man. What's up, Johnson? How you doing? Welcome to live. Yeah, I gotta take care of it. Well, later on, I'll take a shower. I'll take care of it. I usually put a lot of leave-in conditioner in it to calm it, but it's actually dry right now. The cool thing about leave-in conditioner is, which I love about it, is that when it's dry like this, I just throw water in it. It gets the wet look every which way. Boom, rolling. Oh, thank you, Monty. Thank you, Queen. And once again, I told my brother, like, I love you, and that's what he told me. Like, I told him, like, you bitch about the kids, right? Your kids, your baby mom's life. That blues full of shit. That when you doing that bullshit, those are your kids. That's your baby moms. That's us, family. If you can't let this shit go respectfully, there's your problem. And he would laugh. He'd be like, I still love you. The only person the whole life that ever told me, just. And we would speak only half of the time because respectfully, like, I only saw him face to face before he passed. Like, fuck, it sounds pretty bad. Maybe it's for 12. Passed away 2013, so like 13 years, maybe face to face, we saw each other maybe like 3-4 times. That's not that long, but. Every time we spend time with each other, we cherish it to the fullest, We talk about life, what he's going through, etc. I go, bro, I went the same shit, you saw me go through my bullshit, I had suicidal thoughts, it's a thought, I didn't want to do it, but, because I know, it's a resort to selfish act, But, I didn't hit rock bottom, what you doing, and it sucks, I love you, I wish I pray you get better, but it's your journey, But I wish I would know, well, I cannot beat myself up for the situation now, I wish I would known all this shit now, we all say that. Then, could have stopped the situation? No, but maybe could potentially prevent it, or maybe this conversation that was more thorough, he might have potentially got his attention. The worst conversation got his attention. Maybe start working himself. But it's been written. He respectfully, the vessel, like excess. When you die, pass away, the body did its time. It did completion. So now the situation is what? For the time being in your life, try to do positive best as possible. It's your life and everybody else's. If it's bad, if it's toxic, why is it toxic? Figure that shit out. If not, then respectfully, be miserable for years to be. That is very unjust. Very, very unjust. But it's your free will, your choice, your journey, not mine. That's why I say at time, capital E, I want every toxic relationship. I'm not having no one by my side stressing me. For what reason? Friends and associates, sure, but I'll be like, hey, I put them energy, we talking vibe, like, yo, why are you mad? I don't know. Well, I respect your boundaries. You don't gotta talk about your feelings. Your choice, free will. I pray for you. I will go on my day. But if you don't want to talk about it, the door's always open. We can talk and vibe. This conversation is not forced upon at all. And to trigger people, like, for online, play the role of victim, tell a sob story, and that's respectfully wise, and that's the shit. You should work on yourself. If not, then it's not gonna work in your favor. And once again, don't have kids, don't get married. It's not gonna work at all in your favor. You will join the baby mom, baby father divorce club, and now you see all these TT TikToks and some bloodbath and bullshit. Everyone's pointing the finger at every mother but themselves. And once again, yes, do some accountability. You can't take all the blame. You can take a lot of the blame, maybe potentially less of the blame, but it takes two to tango, right? So that's what it intends to be like. Yo, what's my red flags? What did I do wrong in the relationship? Or let's say your relationship now talks to like, what am I doing now that's wrong? And vice versa. What's your partner doing? And that's why the intent of your toxic relationship to be healthy for both sides. You don't change for each other. You change for yourself, and you change for the relationship to progress. And you talk about everything. If not, then you'll be in toxic relationship for many years to be. And as a warning, that's why at 7 at work wise, or even behind this, my one-on-ones and bullshit. People in the streets, etc. Randoms. They'll be like, a time of, relationship toxic 2 years in, 4 years in, but like, I'm just letting you know, my first baby mom, I said fuck that, and 12 years later, you can say fuck that now, but, wait, it's 5 years, and 7 years, and 8 years, what's gonna happen? Especially if we know each other, like, what happened? You told me to, the year 2, fuck that, I'm gonna be done with it. You're his year 6, really? Has he got any better? No. So 2 years ago, year 2 we talked about it, and now we see each other later. And you're 6 years in, 4 years after the fact. Why? The door's right there. You can leave whenever you want to, right? Why do you choose to go back to him? Make that make sense. Why don't you choose yourself, be selfish, and get your life back? If not, cool. I pray if I will manifest. Go ask somebody of yourself. I pray for you, and that's it. And remember, that's just a forewarning. It's just like, no, that is unjust. That's the reason why the universe is suffering, because relationships, that your job can stress you, all this man-made shit can stress you, but remember, that's just man-made bullshit. That shit, you just brush it off, whatever, adapt to the situation best as. But if you're in a toxic relationship, you're dreading to go home. Every day above ground, you're dreading to go home. Every day above ground, the real war is the person married first and foremost, and then your partner. Your partner's sleeping and shit. Verbally, mentally, fuck them. I'm going to deal with this shit? You don't got to deal with none of that shit. You choose to. You should want to get up and leave, but I don't want to hurt your feelings. Like, no. Stop doing what I did, what a lot of us did. It's better to hurt your feelings today than tomorrow, you know that, right? And be honest with them. Hurt their feelings in a positive manner. Yes, I thought I was ready. Yes, I'm not ready for this. And it's going to hurt, yes, but better than accepting, you know what? I don't hurt their feelings. I don't be mean to them. Fuck it. Accept the situation till you get exhausted. I can't do this no more. But you knew 10 days in, it was already over. But not 2 years later, I'll accept it. No, it didn't be miserable. A lot of us are in toxic relationships. A lot of us in relationships but feel single. We daydream about the revenge of love story. We see all these love flicks. Like, when am I going to have love? Why can't my partner be like that? Why are you comparing your partner to somebody else? They're their own individual, It'd be nice. Then that's why you should be with people that match your energy, not take your energy. And when they start taking it, the door's right there, leave, But I'm gonna play some videos real fast. And real fast, everybody, what's up, Lacey? How you doing, Queen? Merry Christmas. What you gonna call it? Once again, ladies, Queen, don't be shy. Shoot your shot, right? And last night, for some reason, I don't know, it was just a night to just hitting me up and shit. I just told me, hey, shoot your shot, Queen. Don't be shy. But with that said, I'm probably potentially too much for you, wise. And I go, you have social media? Like, yeah. You got Snap? I don't have Snap. Respect, I don't care about Snap. I try Snap. My DMs, OnlyFans are everywhere. That shit's oversaturated. I give no shits about lust. That's just dime a dozen. That's irrelevant, So that's why I stopped using Snap. I was like, this is corny shit, As an individual, me personally, as a person, what I talk about, it's not gonna do good on that platform, because the platform, for the most part, not all of it, a lot of it, it's lust everywhere. OnlyFans, once again, oversaturated. So I go check out. I got my IG, Facebook, TikTok. Oh, really? Yeah. You can follow me on there. Right now, you can shoot yourself most definitely wise, but if before you hurt your own feelings, study me. What do you mean? Go to my platforms. What do I post? What I talk about? Go to your platforms. What do you post? What do you talk about? It's like the type of people. Analogy: this cell phone is your resume individual. Very simple, black and white. Okay, behind this screen, you meet a lot of badass individuals, but you gotta be realistic first and foremost, and from there, I just compare energy. Do you believe? Let's tell them, yo, let's tell them last night. Yo, go study me real fast, and maybe if when we see each other again, see where we sit at. Because all I talk about is life. I got respect, but I don't party and kick it. I'm not a blue pillar. That's not my lifestyle. I don't talk about the religion, culture, and other stuff like that. I just focus on life. I help others out. If you have your insecurities wise, you're done trolling, not by my side. As an associate, I'm not passing boundaries. There's a lot of respect. I'm a red pill educator. I talk to many females, but not passing boundaries. Just a lot of respect. If that bothers you, that's too much for you. Why would you even try? That means that's your jealousy, insecurity issue wise. Which is from your exes. I am not your ex nor exes. Don't bring your past to our present scenario is the potential, because I'm letting you know if you do, I will get up and leave. I will drop like a ton of bricks. No, I don't want toxicity by my side. I don't care who you talk to. I don't care what you wear. You can leave and cheat, goes whenever you want to. Your choice. I won't shed tears. I won't chase you. If I get up and cheat, ghost, leave you, why would you shed tears? Why would you chase me? If I'm taking energy, make this shit make sense. And they're like, damn, you're kind of harsh. I'm like, I'm just blunt, 1,000. I'm just trying once again, because you and I cannot get back. But what? I'm tired. God can't get back to you. Love, time, and emotions. Like what? We cannot get love, time, and emotions back at all. At all, zero. So why would I waste my love, time, and emotions on you if you're being too narcissistic, or you broken every which way to fullest? Because you're beautiful, cosmetically, that just looks. And she got a little offended. What? There's nothing wrong with you. Yes, cosmetic queen. Cosmetic, you're beautiful. Yes, I see that. You're attractive. Yeah, I get it. You pull up gay, straight, trans. I already know that shit. There's no question that's about that. But inside, look at the way you carry yourself. Why are you getting offended by the way I'm speaking? This is the way I speak now. I worked on myself, woke all the good shit, and tell the story now to the universe. So if that bothers you, that means off the back I'm too much for you. Different standards. You should be with somebody else your level, your standards. Because I'm not, trust me, I'm too much for you. And that's why I tell them, you gotta talk about all this day one. And like I tell them, I don't do dates. What do you mean? No, we're not doing dates. If you wanna do this, whenever, let me know. We'll go on a date. And we're not talking about everything day one. What do you mean everything? I want to know everything about you. 1,000. Ask me whatever you like. I'm not a virgin. The intention you're not a virgin, Only virgin can get virgins. They're the ones that, they have no physical touch. They have no physical experience on the TLC part. If you're not a virgin, then you can't tell about TLC setting, of course, day one, what you like about it, what you love about it, so on and so on. Then that means I'm too much for you. I'm an adult, you're an adult. So that's it. You should be with somebody in your level. Do traditional ways, go on dates, get to know each other. Like, nah, I'm an adult. It's real simple, black and white. So she's like, damn. I go, yes, I know I'm too much. I get it. That's why I told her, Queen, why do you think I'm 21 months single celibate in Eastern Washington? There is no potential. I'm too much for you. Trust. If we go to West Side, see how the Best Side, please. The North Side, the suburbs, goddesses everywhere. I would have had a girlfriend fucking 21 months ago. Because guess what? This conversation, they know about energy, they know about conversations, raw real life. I already know the potentials over there. That's beautiful. Once again, as an individual, I can speak on Seattle. I lived there for 12 years. All sides of it. Maybe the north side, the suburbs, that's more common, chill, more empathetic. Real conversations. The south side, downtown Seattle, the south side of Seattle, that's the ghetto hoods. That's fucking rough as fuck. Really rough. Love, not there. It's toxic love, a lot of toxic love. And that's why I say I make it black and white. Like, why do you want, you can't respect if you want them to get a hood. There's no love. There's a lot of toxic love. There's no potential. Depends on associate, sure. If you do benefits, sure. Situation, partner, yes. Those man-made terms, most definitely. That's just a lot of toxic love everywhere. Two people being too narcissistic. Nah. But once again, as an individual, you gotta know what you want from life. Two small, big questions for the universe. Very simple. What do you want from life, right? The biggest question in life for sure. The second one, what do you want from relationship? Monogamous, last day in breath, traditional, situationships, what's the other term? Poly, open swinger, benefits, situationships. What is it? If you can't answer this two small big question, there's your answer for yourself. You ain't ready for shit in life, so don't try a relationship. If not, hurt people. And then what? I'm sorry. You know, it's not you, it's me. That like corny ass line, like, yeah, you shouldn't ever get involved with nobody. You're not ready for shit. And remember, another wrong being alone. Well, oops, your ass called loneliness. Nobody by your side. No one's coming home at night. That's why you get desperate. Fuck it. Can't do this. Then anyone cheats cold, then go jump in a relationship. I pray for you. That's all I can do for you. Pray for you, you know. And that's the ish. No, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Like, figure, okay, like, what I want from the individual. And that's where you start, you know, whatever you have the potential to be, ask you the same question, and can you answer your own question correctly to yourself? And naturally, not like, worry, I gotta think about this. That's if you know shit in life, you know, you respond. That's what you have like and love. You know, like if you like your job, like it's just what? The paycheck, it's whatever it is what it is. Or if you love your job, if it's sure to paycheck, but you love your job because why? Hell yeah, I love my job. You start bragging about it because my boss is hella cool. My coworkers, you know, my boss is a dick, whatever, but I don't worry about him. But the rest of my coworkers are cool people. I love going to work. There it is. You love your job. That's healthy as fuck. If you like it, basically it's toxic love, you know. You accept it. Fuck, it is what it is. It's for now. Right, but that's why respect you. Man-made bullshit. It can't for you to save you not to be a better person, but with man-made stuff, it's replaceable. You can go job hopping all you want, fucking 1,000 jobs in 1 year if you want to. Scenario-wise, that's a lot, but let's say scenario-wise. The intent is not to be body hopping 1,000 bodies in 1 year. That's not healthy at all. You know? Man-made things are replaceable. Everything that's man-made is replaceable for the most part. It might be the same model, same brand, but the TVs, the phone's the phone, and so on and so on, right? But your love, time, and emotions is not replaceable at all. Zero. So that's why, once again, I preach what I preach. Fall back, work yourself to get to know yourself before you get involved with somebody. If not, then. And then, once again, it is scary. It's a scary thought initially. When you start the healing journey, like last night, I was having many conversations with my tattoos. Attention getter, right? And then, like, one girl, she's like, I'm 4 years single celibate. I'm like, 4 years? That's cool. Fuck, I'm 21 months. I go, how you holding up? She's like it sucks because I want love. I want a partner. Like, right, so that's a positive. You know what you want, right? Yeah, but they're just around me. Like, well, our environment's garbage for the most part, you know? And then from there, I stay observant. Look, I go, you know, I talking about vibe. I donate from Adams. She asked me a question about my tattoo. We having conversations. Why are we talking like best friends? She's like, I never thought of that because it's called energy. You know, I'm more extroverted than you are. I can tell you're introverted, but you're comfortable with the conversation. And I've never met you in my life. You asked me a question about my tattoos, and boom, sparked the conversation, right? And now now I know about you, a little about you. You're 4 year single celibate. That's a long, you know, that's a minute now, you know. But I told her our environment is not healthy. Like, what do you mean? I tell the queens, respect. You don't really have a shot here. For healthy, no. For toxic, yes. And that's the shit. She says, yeah, that's unfair because yes, you do your part. I already know you do your part. But I can tell because your energy, you're talking to nobody. You know, we're talking about vibing. I'm not passing boundaries. I respect all good shit. The other boys have a conversation with you right here. They fucking be passing boundaries a long time ago. And they're not here for your hard feelings. They're here for your body, your looks, and that's it. Lust, toxic love. That's all I can offer you. So that sucks. It does suck, but that's why you stay observant. Really, stay observant. So, yeah. But I'm gonna lock some boxes up and play videos. And I might just do another like 20 minutes, guys, and that's it. I'm fucking tired. I'm really exhausted. So that's why my training thought's gonna weigh a little bit. If I repeat a little bit, because I'm tired. I should have gone to sleep first and then got live later. But let me lock the box real fast. And right now I'm trying to organize my phones. I have like a lot of phones. Eventually, this phone, another phone. I'll have what's going on with this thing? Jeez, I'll have all my TTs on this phone because I like to play videos. You know, the cool thing is just words. It's just words. Like you can't. On Bigo you'll see it. The other apps you won't see it. I'll be here. So, but they're just words. There's little scenarios going on with you. You know, some shit's like emotional. I can't lock the box. Well, I can't lock it. But anyways, like you know, I've been watching the ones like you know where they do like in a positive amount of experiments, right? You know, like there's a kid that had cancer. He overcame it. There's a little girl. She has cancer. You know, he's trying to be supportive. It's cool, but it's hella emotional. Just like look at that, kids are being supportive. Just talking about him. If you think about it, kids were hella strong. You get really physically with your parents and shit. They whoop your ass, you shed tears, but you know you don't really sit on your feelings. You're like fuck, you recover. Now you're bullshitting with your siblings, coworkers, you know your neighbors and bullshit. You know we're pretty strong as kids, but when we become adults, middle school, high school, feelings kick in. What fucks you up? Respect for your relationships. Go to breakup and intoxication in middle school, high school. That's where you question your self-worth. That's when everything changes. Your whole mentality changes to one individual. That's very unhealthy, you know? So, but let me share my screen real quick. What happened? Huh. It's not trying to make screen share. Well, I guess I can't have a screen share, guys. Because it's either a server or it'd be funny, but anyways. I use my phone, so I have many phones. Failed to start, please try. Yeah, some have the servers on the Bigo squad. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try anymore. I already get it. But lucky, once again, I have my many cell phones.
Be careful during your healing journey.
The only time that I think men and women can be friends is when they're like true godly men. Like we do have male friends in the Christian community now that are like actual brothers. This is the thing about men and women being friends, because you're right, I do have some guy friends, but this is you have to operate differently when you're single versus when you're in a relationship. I do have a couple of guy friends who are my close friends. When I'm in a relationship, the dynamic immediately changes. You know what I mean? They will no longer have the place in my life that they do before, just out of respect for the person that I'm with.
Yeah.
I also think it's really important. This is just the truth. We all need to be aware that, like, I think it'd be naive to say that men and women can truly just be friends, because I do believe that there's always somebody in the equation that wants the other person. The only time that
So I'll have to show them on this side of Bigo, but I can't because it's being retarded, the servers. But anyways, that situation, first and foremost, these feminists say this, like, nothing wrong with religion, first and foremost, right? Second of all, you know, like, you gotta stay observant. You gotta stay observant because that's it, yo. I can read the Bible, go door to door with you, you know, mission, all that good shit, but, oh, Queen, I'm just waiting for the TLC sex and, of course, the skins. And when I get it, peace gotta go, then what? Who you blame? God, Lucifer? The answer is the person marry you. It's you. You just don't know that. You missed all the red flags, you know? And should it be like that? No, but everybody has narcissistic traits. That's why you gotta stay observant. And that, once again, they could be a Christian, Buddhist, all that good shit. Like, you gotta stay observant. If your partner's energy is shifting, that's when you have a whole mind conversations. The intent, if remember, they don't have to. That's their choice, free will. If they choose not to, that's their choice, free will. So now what do? You become selfish. Your life, not their life, and you get up and leave. You get that situation, you know. That's why those two females there, you know, they're no passing boundaries. They're beautiful, exotic on the outside. They're hella religious, 'cause, you know, before they were respectful, partying, kick it, you know, all that good stuff, right? Now they're, God on their life, which is beautiful. That's not a bad concept. The downfall situation is, you know, once again, you gotta be realistic. Once again, you gotta be realistic. Anyone could cheat, anyone can leave and go. That's their choice, free will. That's why it's energy. If the energy's not there, then what do you need about the situation, you know? And that's why I'm just like, I put my comments, you know, that's cool religion, but remember, stay observant. Observe people at all times, because anyone could cheat, leave, ghost. That is their choice, free will. Gosh, now these freaking flies are annoying. So, and that's again, like, stay observant, guys. If not, to fall on your face hard. And especially in this side of times, especially relationships, how many times you want to die? Tell me, you getting played like a dummy. You know, you getting played like a fiddle. You know, feels good and shit. It's the worst feeling to have. Like, damn, I did my part. Remember, there's a lot. No one's perfect. We have flaws, right? You have triggers. That's what the intent. You work in your past, so you don't bring your past traumas and bullshit to present. Especially your partner's more empathetic. They're healing or healed more than you are. Then you don't want to self-sabotage a relationship. You don't bring your past or present traumas, because they have the right to push you away. Especially like me. Once again, I'm healed, woke. I don't. The healing journey, it doesn't ever end. Bullshit. My shit ended 10 years ago. Respect when I say that. Maybe your healing journey might be your whole lifetime. I pray for you, and that's it. That sucks to be that. You know, be 80 years old, I'm still on my healing journey. How? Like, what kind of support do you have? Damn, I told you the answer to life. It's you. It's not your partner. You go to church all you want, pray to God all you want, but anyone could destroy you. And when they do, then what? You can blame that person. Initially, you have the right to blame them. But, when you start dissecting, okay, I fell on my face because of this situation. This is what they told me. There it is. That's a positive. And after that, trust me, when you're working yourself, you're more awakened, especially the woke journey. Nobody in the universe can play your fiddle. Nobody. They will easily get triggered by truth, words, feelings, conversation. That's it. I promise you that. Especially when the potential to be like, nah, I'm your king, queen. I'm too much for you. What? I'm too much for you. I promise you that. You don't believe me? Let's go on a date. Here's the best part. We don't even gotta do a physical date. You don't gotta waste the money. We'll do a virtual date. Go on the cell phone, whatever platform you want to use, Messenger, whatever, right? Duo, etc., FaceTime, whatever. Let's do a pre-date on the cell phone. Give me an hour of your time. Let's talk about it, and we can have a conversation there. But cool. Maybe let's go on a date now. Let's see how you act, physically. But respectfully, let's say we do a pre-date on his phone, and you're struggling, you're hella nervous. If you're nervous behind the screen, it's a screen. That's all it is, right? So, and then imagine real face, real time. You're being hella nervous and shit. Then what? If you get introverted, I have patience with you. For sure I have patience with you guys. But, if you're not, you're just being whatever, that'd be cool. Hey, so are we going to talk or not? You don't have to be here. First of all, when you're on a date, I'm there for the meal first and foremost. And it turns out I'm for the conversation. I will get to know her as an individual. And she doesn't let her talk. But hey, you get it, you're introverted, cool. Then I'll do the talking. But if it's too much for you, queen, don't be shy. The doors are open, you can even if you want to. Don't feel guilty. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. This is your life, not my life. You be comfortable and uncomfortable. If damn, you talk a lot. I'm a talker. Once again, everyone in the universe has gifts, right? My gift so far is talking. If I be a talker, I'd be a zillionaire. Trust. I have little visions here and there, little pre-warnings. But that's what I go live for, And that's the shit. You gotta break all this down correctly so you don't waste your love, your time, emotions around people behind you. Around you, especially as potentials. Be realistic about the whole thing. Every which way. And that's the shit. But I do in 4 minutes, guys. I'm gonna get all come passing on you. And last night, I shout out in a positive manner to the gay community wise. I love y'all. You're hella funny, especially when you're blunt as fuck in a positive manner. Last night, young cat rolls up. He's pretty lit. He's pretty lit. Stop by and get to little candy, whatever, right? And he's all dolled up to the fullest, right? He's dolled up, right? And he's there with his homegrown. He's wobbling. She's taking care of him. Basically, she's the DD, And what you gonna call it? He's like, oh, Dad, you got a light tattoo. Like, oh, thank you. It's a map to life. I'm sure. Oh shit, he's all like, bitch, say that. Like, oh, thank you. No, I'm just telling a story. That's all I'm doing. Really, hell yeah. And then talk a bit more with the woo. And as they're leaving, I go, yo, have a good night. Take care. I told yo, miss, take care. Make sure he behaves, right? And she smiles. She walks out, right? And then he's hella cute. I was just smiling. Thanks for the comment, whatever. And then they're about to leave, and he comes back in. Hey, yo, question for you. Oh yeah, we definitely love questions. Are you single? Because my friend likes you. She's hella cute. Like, oh yeah, I'm single. 21, single, celibate. Oh, 21, that's hella good. You sure? No, I'm single. She's like, you have Snap? He's all, you have Snap? Like, nah, I don't mess with Snap, respectfully. I got every platform, IG, Facebook, whatever. I go, they'll follow me. I'll get her, pass information to her. Wise, like, yeah, for sure. And she comes in all embarrassed, because you can tell she's introverted. Wise, what I meant. She's like, oh, I gotta hurry up. We gotta pick up my kid, etc. Wise, how old is your little one? Oh, a year. Awesome, congratulations. And she smiles, And then he's all like, yo, she likes you. I'm like, she just like, you can tell she's even peeking and embarrassed a little bit, shy and shit. I go, oh, no, thank you. No, thanks for the comment, Maybe we'll link up, talk, etc. Wise. But I go, where I work at, so this is what I mean for the most part. So that's what I tell people, like, it's cool shooting your shot, but once again, that if you're ready for it, you'll be ready for just the conversation. The conversation will tell you everything about the situation. I promise you that. That's all it takes. Dead ass. That's what I said in my Mother's Universe, which I'm going to tell my body sometime next month, if not February. And I said 1,000 times to my last dying breath, because it's so fucking black and white. All it takes is to comment, question, to spark a conversation. Go from nobody to somebody's to friendship to partnership, all because you asked a question, comment, to spark the conversation. Very simple, black and white. You won't ever know an answer at all or ever have a conversation if you don't open your mouth. I think that like that line that says like, you know, a closed mouth does not get fed. It can be fed with food or, you know, what else? Fed with knowledge, fed with, you know, with the tree of life, etc. Wise, private conversations. You know, I get it. You're introverted. I get it, but that's why you stay observant. Why do you think when you're introverted and you speak to someone that's extroverted and you say that's like I used to say the same thing, like damn, you know, typically I don't talk to a lot of people. I don't trust people, but you, with you, I'm comfortable. I can be myself. Yeah, I wonder why? Because it's positive energy. You know, I'm there to show the respect to the fullest. I'm there, you know, judging in a positive manner, but then I'm reading you, comprehend you, how you function. Like, you're not a bad person. You do a lot of bad decisions because let's break it down. Look at your environment. Look at your people. That's the reason why you do what you're doing. You're not a bad person because when you're by yourself, you're a cool person. But with them, you change your whole lingo, your whole mentality, your whole stature. Because why? Them, it's not you. You're trying to be part of the crowd. The downfall, if you're part of the crowd, you always fall on your face. Respectfully wise, you will. You become your own crowd, be your own being. I promise you, it's less stress in life. You live to love yourself a little more every day above ground, and then you're ahead of the game. I promise you that. So, but that's it, y'all. I love y'all. I might, you know, jump on later on tonight. I'm about to crash out, go to sleep, and then gotta clean up, get the puppies their baths, and yeah, call my boys, do some video chat with them. So love y'all. Have a good night, or good day. I'm sorry, night for you guys. For myself, I'm a night owl because I work graveyard and stuff. But have a good morning. Stay blessed. Merry Christmas. Once again, you might see me later on today. So stay blessed. Don't ever feel alone. The Mouse Universe. I'm always your pocket. DM, phone call, audio, whatever, however you want to have this conversation. Remember, you know, I respect your boundaries to the fullest. And I'm not here to pass boundaries. I'm here just to show you respect and help you hold your guys to get your life back, not nobody else's life back. You know, as an individual, I care about you. Like, I'm happy you help others, right? Which is beautiful. When you're an empathetic person, the downfall is don't forget about yourself. Stop being a people pleaser and putting yourself in the back burner because you help the universe, but when it's your turn and you want help, you put your hand out. Where's everybody out that you helped? Crickets. Fucking crickets. Don't do it to yourself, because I did it to myself for 39 years of my life trying to figure this out. So I'm 18 in heart. Then, well, I was 18 in heart, but you know, 42 on the outside, about to be 43. I just tell a story. So, love y'all. Have a good morning. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. Take care. Ciao. Take us for I love you. Have a good night. Take care. Be safe. I'll see you later. You know, Merry Christmas. Ciao. Likee for I love you. Have a good morning. Take care. Be safe. Ciao. Merry Christmas. Facebook for I love you. Have a good night. Take care. Be safe. Love y'all.
What's the youngest person you've seen out here, Linda?
Twitch, love you guys. Have a good night. Be safe. Ciao.